Hello again, thanks for joining. Today we're in Bremerhaven in northern Germany to look around the World War II era U-boat Wilhelm Bauer. It's the last surviving Type 21 submarine and is definitely a must-see tourist attraction in Bremerhaven. It's open to the public only between March and November, and its opening hours are 10 AM to 6 PM every day. We've visited other submarines in the past, such as U-boat 434 in Hamburg, which is actually a Soviet-built submarine from the 1970s. And we've also visited the French submarine Espadon in Saint-Nazaire. And the oldest submarine we visited is called Lembit, and it's in the Estonian Maritime Museum in Tallinn. And although it served in the Estonian Navy as well as the Soviet Navy, it was actually built in England in 1936. Anyway, back to Bremerhaven and let's get on board the Wilhelm Bauer and I'll tell you the history of this U-boat as we travel through it. You enter at the front of the boat after passing along the full length of the hull on a pier that gives you a really good view of the exterior. All the way at the front you enter through a hatch and down some stairs. Upon boarding the U-boat at the front you enter into the torpedo room, which is now converted into the cash desk with some souvenirs and gifts on offer. To tour through the boat costs €4 at time of recording and it's a self-guided tour. We visited in October, yet with it being off-season it was still very busy, although there was no queue to enter. Obviously, due to the confined space of a submarine, this is not accessible for those with reduced mobility, and there's plenty of opportunities to bash your head or lose possessions down inside the submarine, so you need to be careful. So the history of the boat is very interesting and it's had quite a journey to get to the harbour here. The Class 21s represented the pinnacle of World War II submarine technology, featuring design elements like a streamlined hull and a powerful battery system that allowed it to travel faster and quieter underwater than any other submarines of the time. Originally designated U-2540, it was built in Hamburg and launched in 1944. However, the war was ending before it could enter combat, and so in an effort to prevent the capture of advanced technology by the Allies, it was scuttled by its crew in the Flensburg Fjord in the North Sea. It laid on the seabed until 1957 when the West German government salvaged the boat and subsequently restored and modernised it, and it became a testbed submarine for engineers to study submarine technology and train new submariners right through to the 1980s. However, in 1984, Wilhelm Bauer was finally decommissioned and took on its new role as a museum. It was restored to reflect both its original World War II design and the modifications it underwent during its post-war service in the Bundesmarine. It's been carefully preserved to showcase elements from both periods, allowing visitors to experience firsthand the conditions faced by submariners of both eras. You follow a relatively straight path through the boat and exit at the rear through a turnstile. It's certainly an interesting tourist attraction and something a bit unusual, but overall I'd say that while it was really good to visit, I think the French submarine Espadon was a better overall experience, although it was more than twice the price to enter. Anyway, I hope you liked this tour of the Type 21 submarine and thanks for coming along with us. Remember to subscribe for more videos and I'll see you on the next one.